Now, in the next step, we're going to show you how to do burning and dodging. Now, when you look at this particular image, of course, after, let me delete this. We only needed this to help us show us where the freckles were, okay? Rather the pimples were. So look at this. That's the before and that's the after. Before and after. Now we have a problem. This image has turned out to be flat. You see, it is looking very, very, very flat. So how are we going to address this particular issue? Now, this is where the burning and dodging comes in, okay? So what we're going to do, there are different ways in which you can do burning and dodging. I address the different ways in the Retouching Secrets Masterclass. By the way, if you want to join the Retouching Secrets Masterclass, click the first link in the description below, and of course join the Retouching Secrets Masterclass and see how we go through all these things step by step with no steps skipped. Here I'm just taking you through the whole process. At least you get a general framework of how the whole retouching process goes, okay? So here we're going to look at what we're going to look at to create now more dimension and depth. You see, the image turned out to be flat. Basically what we're going to do contouring, like what makeup artists do in order to accentuate the beautiful features of someone, okay? So what we're going to do, we're just going to come here into this, into adjustment layers, get curves, and what we're going to do, we're just going to pull this down just like that, okay? And then we're going to rename this layer 1, okay? And we're going to press Ctrl or Command I, okay, just to hide that. So the next thing we're going to do, we're just going to come here into curve still. We're going to just pump the highlights up, and then we're going to rename this Dodge, okay, and we're going to press Ctrl I, okay, just to invert. So now we have a problem. Let me go back to this burn layer. You see, if we are to for example, paint, you see, like white, or rather to paint over this, it turns the picture into a reddish browns, yeah, it saturates the colors of the image. We don't want that. So what do? What we do, you come here into the burn layer. Yes, we have actually just inverted it by pressing Ctrl I. The burn layer, you come here and you create a hue saturation layer, just like that. So we're going to click onto the burn layer again, right here, Ctrl I, okay? And then we're going to click onto this hue saturation layer, and we're going to create what they call a clipping mask. So what does the clipping mask mean? We basically telling Photoshop that, hey, I want this effect to only affect the layer below it, okay? So what we're going to do, we're just going to come into this and reduce the saturation so that we get it close to the color that we are looking for. So we are going to put the saturation at around I think 11 is a sweet spot for me, okay? So we're going to also come here and press Ctrl I, just rather Ctrl I or Command I to invert the layer, okay? So the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to come onto the dodge. Let me also invert it so that you see its effect. Ctrl I. Now, when you look at the dodge, of course, it has brought in a lot of yellows into the whole piece. So what are we going to do? We're still going to do the same thing. We're going to come here and say hue saturation. Remember how we did last time? We're going to come right click and then say create clipping mask. So again, we are telling Photoshop, hey, I want this effect to only and only affect the bottom dodge layer, okay? So what we're going to do is select this and then come, okay, rather click onto this, and then we come and tone down the saturation. We don't want it to appear too yellow, okay? So I'm going to keep it at around 11, okay? When you do, you see it doesn't look too yellow, and again, you don't want to over desaturate it. No, you want to have a sweet spot where it is not overly saturated, but again, maintaining the saturation. I think I'll keep it at around there. That is a sweet spot for me. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click the dodge layer and press Ctrl or Command I to invert it again. So what are we going to do next? Now we're going to click onto the burn, yeah, the burn layer, and then we're going to plate our brush tool. Opacity, keep the opacity at 100, the flow at anywhere between 2 and 4, but not beyond. So let me first show you what the parts you are going to burn and the parts you are going to dodge. Okay, let me just create a help layer just at the top. Okay, now what are we going to burn? Now basically what burning and dodging is contouring. Okay, I'll use this green, this green color to show we are going to burn. Now when you look at this particular image, you're going to realize it has shadows over this side of the face. Now this side of the face, oops, let me just increase it. Now this side of the face has shadows, yeah, and while this side, of course, let me just get another color here. I'll use the yellow color, and this other side of the face is bright. Okay, so that is how this image is divided. So we have a bright side, this one, I'll use the sun to represent the bright side, yeah, and then we have this side that is in shadows. Yeah, let me just use the moon. My drawing skills on using a mouse are not the best. So we are going, this side is going to be mostly going to enjoy the burning effect, and this side is going to mostly enjoy the dodge effect. Now there we are just looking at the image as a whole. Now how about the individual parts of an image? Okay, how are we going to do that? So basically what you want to do is you want to come and burn around the edges. Of course, you're going to get the shadows more intense to burn more towards this side, over the edges of the face, just like that. Okay, why do you do this? You do this because you want to bracket the face in. Okay, so the other part you're going to burn these particular cheekbone areas. And why do you burn these? You burn into these particular cheekbone areas in order for her to get that chiseled kind of feel. If somebody, for example, has a round face, that is the only way you can elongate it. And it also, this particular thing also helps accentuate the cheekbones, okay, so that somebody looks slick. So we are also going to burn around this particular zone, and also you're going to slightly burn over this particular zone. The other parts you're going to burn into the eyes, of course, the eye details just right there, then rightly below here, and of course around below the orbit zones, and of course we're also going to burn around this particular area. Those are the parts we're going to burn. So which parts are we going to dodge? So when we talk about the dodging, you want to dodge over the highlight zones, like into those areas. You want to dodge the nose highlight. You want to dodge around the cheekbones, so that we have light and shadow. It is a game of light and shadow. Also around here we're going to also dodge, and also you're going to dodge over this particular zone. We're also going to dodge into these, and okay, of course you're not going to do, you may not have to do everything the high-end way, but you get the framework, right? If you're enjoying this, in the comments below, tell me whether it is making sense. Just say it is making sense, Oscar, just in the comments below. Okay, now let us now do this thing. Okay, I'll delete this. This has just been a guide. Okay, so we're going to get back into our burn, and then you get your brush tool. Make sure the opacity is in 100, and here we're going to keep it at around 3 so that we are faster. Yeah, so what are we going to do? Like I told you, the first thing, we're going to burn over the edges. Yeah, so we make sure it's white on top, so that remember, black hides and white reveals. So we just first do the general burning by painting white around the edges. This is the first part I told you, but bracketing, you just bracket the whole face by burning on the edges. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to burn through the cheekbones, just like that, and then you come also burn into this side even more, and then you come burn into this, so that the nose contour is a bit heavy, you come also onto this side and also burn, do like a global kind of burn over there. So we are also going to come and burn into, I'm not going to really be too detailed, yeah, all this, you burn through all this. The goal of this tutorial is to give you just a basic framework. There is more that we can do to make this image even look more 3D. So you also come here and then you dodge now. Now we are going to dodge. Remember, we dodged that, and then we dodge the cheekbones. You come and dodge that area. You also come and dodge that part around that area. You come and also, like that. Then you come and dodge around that area where you see, everywhere you see highlights, you just come and dodge. What we are doing is that we are creating dimension and depth. We want a person to feel like they can go all around this particular image. Okay, if you want to even master this more, you click the first link in the description below to join the Retouching Secrets Masterclass, because there we explore different images, and actually you're going to get more images to practice with. That is, if you're a beginner and you don't have any images to practice with, you get an online, you get a gallery with hundreds of images that you can practice with. You're going to learn all the different ways of how to address different retouching challenges you're likely to come across. My goal is to help you build your business and make more money out of your camera, out of your skill. That is my only goal for you. I want you guys to be successful, okay? Because I love you so much. You guys have made me, the subscriptions you've given me, you being part of this community, man, I can't appreciate you enough. This is the best I can do for you, and you can also help me by commenting more in this so that YouTube pushes these videos to hundreds and hundreds of other people out there in the world that are struggling. Okay, now let us get into this. Let me just put this in the group and we name this. Okay, this has been burn and dodge, B&D. So let us look at what we have. Look at this, guys. That's the before, that's the after. Before and after, guys, isn't that amazing? Look at how much depth we've added into this image. I mean, any makeup artist out there would appreciate you if you gave them images that accentuated their work like this. Because remember, frequency separation flattens an image. The only way you can bring back those particular dimensions is by using global burning and dodging. Okay, so let us get into now. If you're to use AI to address this, there is what they call Retouch for Me portrait volumes. Yes, but the Retouch for Me burn and dodge is meant to do what we did in the frequency separation thing. If you mostly edit dark skinned people, the Retouch for Me burn and dodge may not work for you, honestly speaking. But if you edit mostly people who are light skinned, especially people from Asia, India, I have many people from America following me. In the comments below, tell me where you're watching me from so that I can know the kind of people from the Philippines, people from India. The burn and dodge is going to work excellent for you. But people who edit dark skinned people, like people from Africa, the AI plugin of Retouch for Me is not yet well set up to edit dark skin, especially people who are in the dark brown zones. Personally, I tried using it on dark skin and it wasn't giving me the results. But there are other plugins such as the Heal. That is a very, very awesome plugin to have. Then there is the other one of the backdrop clean. It is an amazing one. There is another one that cleans eyes. That is a very, very amazing app to buy. The other plugin also you can buy from Retouch for Me would be the Fabric, the one that irons clothes. If you shoot somebody and the clothes have a lot of creases, that particular plugin edits and makes those particular clothes actually come out nice. Of course, if you want to get a 20% discount, click the link in the description below and use my coupon code Retouch Oscar 20. Okay, Oscar Retouch 20 to get 20% on any of those plugins. Okay.